Morning, Gaffer.
Morning, Ginger.
Hey, Gaffer. You got all black smoke coming out your exhaust.
Yes, well, when it changes to white, you know I've taken the decision to install a new engine.
I don't get that.
No, that's probably because you haven't got Catholic tastes.
Morning.
What the hell are you doing here?
I work here, remember?
I wonder why I gave you a wage packet every week. No, I didn't mean that. I mean, what time are you... I mean, what are you doing here at this time of day?
Well, if you must know, I came in early to do the stock taking. Why aren't you sitting on your usual throne?
Because I am keeping watch, aren't I, dear? I'm sick and tired of people sneaking in here late, and I'm going to put a stop to it. It's like open day at Dartmoor out there. The only person anywhere around, of course, is young Ginger. And that's only because he's been out all night and he's too flaming lazy to go home and come in late.
So why this sudden crackdown on sleep junkies? They're always late, and you're always later. It's a bit like a highwayman complaining about the state of the roads.
Because, Betty, dear, I've got to draw the line somewhere, and I'm drawing it just after I arrive. Anybody who comes in later than the Gaffer in future is going to be suspended.
But you've never suspended anyone for coming in late before.
I know that, but we haven't got one damned order in the book, and we've got no prospect of one either.
I don't see the connection.
How many times do I have to tell you? If we go on short time, I have to pay them full money for the first 5 days, and I'm not paying people for doing note. Not when you can suspend them and pay them note for doing note. Charlie, I've caught you. You're the first one late. Come in here. Right. Come on, come on. Right, now then. Explain why you're late in lies of one syllable or less. And you can make it short to give me time to have a good laugh.
Sorry, Gaffer, I had to go to the vet.
Don't tell me you've been wasting your money having your brain neutered, because that would be ridiculous, especially when it's in no danger of giving birth to anything.
No, not me. It was my pet snake, Arnold. He's gone all rigid.
Yes, well, you'll probably find it's a stiff neck or a sprained ankle. It's the same thing with a snake.
The vet said it was an emotional problem.
Did he? Yes, well, in that case, he's probably fallen in love with the French loaf. Got the needle because you don't like people buttering up his girlfriend. Listen, I don't care if your snake is dead straight. You must be round the bend if you think I'm swallowing that yarn. I'm sorry, Charlie, but I'm afraid I've got to suspend you without pay.
Oh, thanks, Gaffer. Can I start right away?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, I've got such a lot to do in the time.
Betty, have you had the feeling that you're missing something somewhere?
Well, I thought that you... Just a minute. Hello, Moffat Engineering. Just one moment, please. Industrial and General, and Mr. Andrews for you.
Industrial in general? Didn't we quote them for something recent? The faceplate. Hello, Mr. Andrews. Fred Moffat. You'd like us to do the plates? We've got the job. Yeah, no, that's lovely. 14 days delivery. Well, if we start 3 days ago, we'll just about make it. Well, what incentive can you give us if we get them done on time? You'll pay the bill. That's very kind of you. Oh, no, don't worry about it. No, we'll get them to you on time. And thank you very much. Lovely. Ah, hellfire. That's the biggest relief since Napoleon said, "Not tonight, Josephine."
There's a slight problem with Charlie.
What, you mean his suspension? Don't worry about that. Amnesty is the best policy.
Right, Gaffer, this is official union business. What is all this about you suspending Charlie for coming in late?
He's misunderstood again, isn't he? When I said I want to suspend him, I just meant that like to string him up. And I tell you what, Charlie, just to show there's no ill feelings, I'm going to offer you overtime without the option, right?
But I don't want overtime, Gaffer. I want to be suspended.
I'm sorry, you can't just be suspended just when you want to. I mean, your snake might fancy a long loaf, but you're not getting one, are you?
Just hang on a minute, Gaffer. If a member of the union commits industrial misconduct in a proper manner, he's entitled to suspension if he wants.
Oh, no, he isn't, Harry. He gets a warning the first time.
Right. Well, I came in late as well this morning, so I'm giving it to Charlie to make his second go.
I'm sorry, Harry. Suspensions without payment are non-transferable.
Right, then you've got to go slow, providing the lads hurry up and get here.
Look, if Charlie wants a day off, what's wrong with him taking it off his holiday entitlement?
Shut up!
Well, I can't do that, Betty. I'm saving all my holidays up for my honeymoon.
You were right the first time. She is batty. What on him, mate? Honeymoon? When's that, then?
Well, it's right after my wedding, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What, you mean tomorrow Saturday, the tomorrow after today?
Well, I did say I was getting married.
Yeah, twice a year for 10 years. In between threatening you're going to commit suicide because she'd thrown you over, I should have asked you what she's thrown you over.
Well, the date was on the invitation.
What flaming invitation?
Well, we were just having a small wedding.
I see. Just friends and strangers. All right, I'd like to have a few quiet words with Charlie. So, Harry, would you like to go and turn your machine on and pretend you still remember how it works? Betty, go and tread some tea bags. Charlie, get a chair. All right. Are we sitting comfortably? And I'll begin. Despite your failure to nominate me for your nuptial nosh-up, I feel it's my duty to make you aware of one or two of the effects of married life.
Oh, it's all right, Gaffer. I've got a book about all that.
Teach yourself married bliss. What's this, the Good Freud Guide?
Mind you, I'm still not sure who does what.
It doesn't surprise me. It's very simple, actually. The woman washes and the man dries them up and puts away. Look. I didn't mean that, but I feel I should warn you that, you do realise that 90% of the marriage service is against the Geneva Convention.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be happy. After all this time, she still holds me hand.
Does she? But haven't you noticed how much higher and higher up your back your arm's going? Charlie, I really think you should think about it, I mean, you should really investigate one or two of her faults. My old dad used to say you never burn your boats before you blow up your water wings.
Yes, but how long would that take?
No, 14 days.
Mind you, I have noticed she talks rather a lot.
Yes, well, all women do, you see. 3/4 of their brains are used for talking. And the other quarter's used for reminding you what she said in case you didn't hear it in the first place.
She doesn't even stop while I'm kissing her. Sounds funny to hear someone else's voice coming down your nose.
Yes, I should imagine it would do. But you see there, straight away, you see her obviously getting up one another's.
Oh, you could be right, Gaffer. She's very bossy as well. Maybe I should do something about it.
What are you going to do? Defer the wedding for a couple of weeks?
No, I shall cancel the whole thing.
Oh, I wouldn't be as hasty as that. I mean, there is a cure for non-stop talking, It's called breathing in.
Oh, I've made my mind. The wedding's off.
What does he mean the wedding's off? What have you been up to?
Well, as obviously Charlie's a pawn on the conjugal chessboard, I've merely made the move that will check his mating.
I think that's disgusting.
It's certainly not tea, I'll tell you that.
Gaffer, I shall have to go through with it after all. I've just thought of a snag if I don't.
What's that, then?
She'll kill me.
Good girl. Now, you want to get married tomorrow, don't you, Charlie? So why don't you get out of here quick if you value your wife?
All right, Betty.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you very much.
Now, what are you going to do?
Well, when you lose the lifeboat, you cling on to the wreck, don't you? And there's no better wreck round here than Harry. Mind you, how the hell he's going to get that job done in time, I don't know. He works about as slow as a laxative on a lead soldier. Oh, Harry, put your hand over your mouth. It looks like the Loch Ness Monster's kennel. I was actually just coming in to see you. How'd you like to do a bit of overtime tonight? Okay?
No, Kay. No way, Kay.
What are you talking about? You've been pestering me for overtime for weeks.
I know, but tonight I'm going to Charlie's stag party.
Oh, that, yeah. Hey, where's he holding that stag party? You forgot to tell me.
He also forgot to invite you, eh? No, I'm just going to zip my lip.
That's a novelty. All right, please yourself. By the way, who's going to be his best man?
No, you can't wangle that job either. He's going to have Mary's brother.
What, Badback Barker, the lumbago kid?
No, our other brother, George.
George, he's worse than Bert. I thought the best man's supposed to give his support to the bridegroom. How can he do that when he's still wearing it? Look, Harry, why don't you work tonight till 7:30? You'll still have time to get to the party.
What? All the way to Red Cow in half an hour? Away you go.
Thank you, Harry. The red car at 8 o'clock it is, then.
I see you've got your evil grin back. Still trying to nobble the nuptials?
There are ways and means.
And your ways are usually the meanest.
Let's just say, Betty, that I intend to make it a marriage of inconvenience by pouring oil on Charlie's troubled old flames.
But how can you? Charlie's never had any other girlfriends.
If they don't exist, then it will be necessary to invent them. It'll be as easy as feeding black pudding butties to Dracula's dachshund. Evening, love.
Yes, dear?
A pint of breathalyzer testing fluid, love, please. Not much trade in.
No, dear. We only get it crowded when the supermarkets run out of home brew kits.
Lovely. Excuse me. Excuse me being personal, love, but are you married?
No. Mr. Wright came along, but he didn't come across. Why?
Well, I just wondered if you'd like to help me out with a bit of a practical joke.
It would be no joke for me, dear, and at your age, not very practical for you.
Thanks very much. No, I tell you what it is. You see, we're having a bit of a stag party in the snug tonight, and I'd like to pull the bridegroom's leg a bit.
Oh, yes, dear.
So I was wondering if you'd like to sort of pop in when we're in there and pretend you recognise him as an old boyfriend, you know, say something like, when are you going to do the right thing by me, you swine, and throw your arms and one or two other things round him and give the lads a bit of a laugh.
Yes, dear.
Are you on then?
No, dear.
His name's Charlie Hotchkiss. It's not an easy name to remember, so I'll tell you what, why don't you write it along the edge of that £5 note?
This, Mr. Hotchpotch.
No, Hotchkiss.
How will I know it?
Oh, that'll be easy, love. He'll look like a condemned man whose reprieve is coming by second-class post. No, I tell you what, as soon as he arrives, I'll send him out for a round of drinks and make sure that he says he's with the stag party in the snug, all right?
Right.
I bet that looks better on you than it ever looked on the leopard. Right, oh, Charlie's intended to settle down. I wish this damn stuff would. I've seen clearer brown winds. Oh. Ah, Charlie, pull up a paunch and start watering your headache.
I don't feel much like drinking, Gaffer.
What, on your stag night? By hell.
Evening, Charlie. Not more than a few hiccups behind, am I? Oh, hello, Gaffer. Ooh.
Oh, well, if it's not Slip Disc Barker himself. I see you've still got a tangle in your angle of dangle.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Gaffer. It's just a sort of instinctive reaction whenever I meet a member of the wage-paying classes. Yeah, I forgot I don't work for you now.
You never worked for me when you did.
Right then, as I've got acute groidal negligence of the verticals, which stops me carrying heavy money about with me, who's buying the drinks?
I see nothing's changed as far as you're concerned. Here, I'll pay if you go and fetch him. All right, Charlie?
All right.
Yeah, look. Right, super. Hey, and by the way, don't forget to tell the barmaid that you're with the stag party in the snug. Right. Hey, did you notice that?
Notice what?
Well, the way he couldn't wait to get his hands on that barmaid when I mentioned it. I've had my suspicions about Charlie for a long time, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've got a feeling that brother-in-law of yours to be has definitely got the makings of a sex maniac. I think somebody ought to tell your sister.
Yeah. Oh, she'll never notice.
Where's the LCL?
Oh, I met Harry on the way in and he offered to get them, so I've given him the money.
That's it, woman!
All right, then.
All I did was ask for 4 goblets of giggle juice for a party in the snug, and she leapt on me as if I was a Mick Jagger sandwich.
She made a right mess of you. Going to think what she's done to your coke tip.
You forgot this, dear.
Hey, I'll have that.
So I've caught up with you at last, have I?
No, love, it's not him. It's not him.
Trying to get out of your responsibilities, are you?
It's not him. It's him.
Look, I know George Barker when I see him. Where's my maintenance, you swine? I haven't had a penny for 6 months. You wait till I tell my brothers you're in here.
Maintenance? Hey, George, do you mean that you and
Aye, and it'll be me in trouble if I don't get out of here.
Well, you better make a run for it, then.
I can't. My back's gone.
Come off it, George. You know as well as I do, your back's just a front.
No, it really has gone this time, Gaffer. You'll have to help me. I'm best man.
Not at the moment, you're not. I'm sorry, George, but the wedding's got nothing to do with me now. Of course, if you asked me to stand in for you, like, because you're incapacitated, that would be a different matter.
Please, will you be best man in me place?
Did you hear that, Charlie? He's bequeathed the job of best man to me.
Well, I don't know what Mary will say.
Don't worry about that. Come on, let's get hold of him. Take him round to his house.
Where are we going?
Where aren't we going? With
Careful
me as
with
best
me.
man, he's gonna
Careful.
stay
Oh,
there. He'll never forget. He'll never remember.
Gently with me.
Another way of looking at it.
Come on, Charlie. What you must do is drink up and cheer up.
All you got to do, just have a touch of it.
See, you must get a smile in your face, sonny boy. Have a smile. That'll help.
Get it down.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Get it down there. Good boy.
Let's get you another one.
A lot of scotch, yeah? An inch and a half.
No, you got all this.
Nice and boy. Throw in the Gaffer. Tell me. Throw it.
Right, gentlemen, let's see if your memories are working better after enjoying our hospitality for a night. Do you feel up to giving us your version of what happened?
Oh, I think it was just a case of going for a night on the tiles and forgetting to take a roofing ladder.
Yes, I think that just about says it all. Can you find somebody to stand bail?
At this moment at a time, I think it'd be a bit difficult to find somebody to stand up.
Come on, Sergeant. This poor lad's supposed to be getting married 10 o'clock.
Is that right? Never out of trouble from one minute to the next, is he? Well, I suppose you did return the hotel manager's trousers, eventually. Oh, and the bowl of sherry trifle.
No, they are.
On reflection, I think your mistake was in returning one inside the other.
We were just having a wee bet to see which leg the cherry would come out of.
You lot go within 1 mile of the Royal Hotel in the next couple of lifetimes, and I'll bang you inside and throw away the key. Now get out while you can.
Thank you. Right, come on,
Oh, happy anniversary.
man.
It's 15 minutes since he was supposed to be wed.
Oh, hell. The Royal Hotel. But that's where we're having the reception.
Constable, have you locked that cell door yet?
Come on, Charlie, for God's sake, get that.
Where the devil have they got to? What time is it? Oh, goodness. Where have you been?
And lastly, I would like to thank, of course, the vicar for letting us have the church hall at short notice, and of course the proprietor of the new Peak Inn takeaway for the 48 portions of 32.84 and 96 for fried rice. But of course the main thing is that Charlie and Mary have tied the knot at long last. And just to show how much I value Charlie's loyalty over the years, and this is a bit of a surprise for them as well, it's a bit of a secret, I have cancelled their hire car, and I'm lending them my own personal vehicle to go away on. Naturally, it'll take a few days to give it a respray. And...
I've had enough.
Oh, well, it's all this Chinese food, love. You'll be probably hungry again in half an hour's time.
I know your game. You're trying to get Charlie to finish that job. Well, we are going on honeymoon now. We'll ring for another hire car from Mum's. Come on. And you won't know where we've gone until we get back. Get the cases, Charlie. Oh, Mr. Ware?
Aye, that's right.
Mr. and Mrs. Hotchkiss.
Aye. What are you doing up here then?
What do you mean? We booked here weeks ago.
Aye, but that's before they rang to cancel. Your Uncle Fred was took.
We haven't got an Uncle Fred.
I know you haven't. Not now. He's been took.
What about our booking?
That's been took too. We're busy at the moment. I'm sorry, love.
How did he find out? How did he find out?
Right, you can only get your cases in my car.
You what?
I tell you, Clucky, I found out you came up here in one of Sid Johnson's taxis.
I knew it. I knew it.
Right, don't get your tights in a tangle. Let me tell you the good news. I found this beautiful sunshine cruise that's going cheap, so I booked it for you. And you don't have to bother about paying for it. It's not leaving for a fortnight. So Charlie will have plenty of time to earn enough out of the bonus he'll get for finishing off my job to cover the cost.
All right, you. Get this luggage loaded in the car and wait for us. Charlie and I are going for a walk to talk things over. And when we get back, I'm going to have some things to say to you.
Be careful, that's got a nail on the end of it.
Come on, Charlie.
Hello, come on. Come on, come on, come on, man. Who's a good girl, eh?
It went for me and I tripped over the edge.
You're joking.
I'm not. And then it bit Mary on the leg.
What, the same dog?
Yes. And we finished up in different hospitals. We couldn't even hold hands. And now she's insisting on twin beds. One at her mum's house and one at mine.
You mean she's refusing to contaminate the marriage?
Yes, and she's blaming it all on you because somebody said they saw you talking to the dog.
Saw me talking? I mean, I know me bark's worse than me bite, unless I'm putting it on somebody, of course, but that is ridiculous, that. By hellfire.
There's a Mrs. Avenging Angel to see you.
I thought I'd find you here, Charlie. All right. How did you do it?
How did I do what?
How did you manage to bribe that sheepdog to drive us over the cliff edge?
Yes, how did you do it, Gaffer?
You're not secretly Barbara Woodhouse.
No, but I think I know where I can get a workforce that won't answer back. Excuse me, love, could you give me the number of the Battersea Dog Zone?
He's the Gaffer. You can't try it up with him. He's the Gaffer. Even when he's on the limb. He's the Gaffer. When his back's against the wall. And the answer to it all.
Doesn't trust the politicians to the left or to the right, because they're all the same in office when they make it overnight. Resents the time he spends on paperwork and VAT. Keeps the money that the taxman doesn't see.
He's the Gaffer. Doesn't need to take advice. He's the Gaffer.